Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. I'll go on. Check 52.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
No chance.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing now is Mahomes. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 26. Check 26. Yellow. Hey, 57. Mike, check.
Mahomes now on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Yellow. 480. Don't let him free. When it's not deep. Don't let him free.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Robert Woods with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make
Mahomes now to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. Pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of it.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Todd Gurley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. comes firing complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
They had two tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Gordon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Breeze. Oh, some strong running. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Right there, 54 miles. Got you.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Early on first down with no blocking help there, as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ready? waiting. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
In your face.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
He was brought down by Malik Collins. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Breeze picked up by his nemesis, Nickel Roby-Coleman. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Get that ball. Hey, Ripland. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Pick it up, guys. 15. Check 3. Okay.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Let's get this.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's caught, Lockett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3.
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Melvin Gordon, 84 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
61, match box, white.
Play action, Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 38, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Dallas.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Now Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Oh, nice move. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off through the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check safety. Check safety.
This is Gordon.
Go, run.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, baby.
Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Breeze going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Breeze now. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Malik Collins drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. Back now in Foxborough, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 52's the mic, boys.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Tight dog. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Graham in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Easy, opposite.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Hey, wahoo.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Breeze now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Breeze picked up by his nemesis, Nickel Roby-Coleman. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected for the 2nd week in a row?
There goes Melvin Gordon. 30. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
That's the way you make it spin, baby. Yellow. Focus, defense, focus. Switch.
Here's Anderson. C.J. Anderson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.J. Anderson, 96 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. It's caught. Humphries. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cowboys have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd and 6, Breeze. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Shift.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for the final drive in a lopsided game like this? And that's caught inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. He's still got your starting. And he loses the football a second time. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Skirt right off on the curb.